Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Devils and the Cyclones. Third division doubles match coming up next. We're going to see Bueno and Manu for the Cyclones against Olharan and CRB of the Devils. Bueno and Manu this season 3-2 through their first 5 matches. Looking over this Devils team, and just 1-5 at Olharan, figuring out this court. He's been a different player since the first probably about 3 weeks. See if that can translate to a win right here. There's the serve. We begin. Well, runner to the inside. Manu picks it up there at the 10 line. Backhand, high and hard into the corner. CRB let it pass. Olharan's there for the rebote. Forehand to the inside. This one dropping. CRB plucks it right off the side wall. Here's Manu now, backed up to the 13 line. Keeps it inside. CRB again. Backhand. Bueno now ranging back forward. Has it at the 10 line. This one opens up. Here's CRB. Here's CRB from the 11 line. Backhand kept to the inside. Manu from the 12. Here's the backhand. Crossing the sidewall. CRB out of the way. Olharan, right side rebote. What a catch there by Manu, right on the numbers. Olharan does the same up at the 10 line. Big backhand, takes Manu out of it. Bueno backpedals. Looking for the rebote. He makes the save. Manu now reaching low. Backhand up at the 10 line. Trying to get this one to pass. And he does. Olharan lays up the rebote. Here's Bueno now up at the 7 line. Low running backhand. CRB backing up. Could not scoop it up. Bueno and Manu on the board first in our second match.
Cyclones employing a strategy, keep the ball away from Olharan. I'm going to say that's a pretty good strategy. Working CRB in the back, making several good catches there until that last one.
Serve was floating. CRB got up to it. Backhand well placed to the inside. Manu takes it in the air. This one crossing the sidewall. CRB out of the way. Powerful rebote turned by Olharan. Little Magic City bounce. Manu keeps it on the left side. Low runner. Olharan covers the space. He cuts it off. Big backhand follows. Bueno close to the sidewall. Nice rebote getting that one into the backcourt. CRB at the 11 line. Here's CRB just beyond the 12 line, puts it to the inside. Manu backing up on the bounce, takes it in overhead. Rebote left side. No play for Bueno. Manu handles in the backcourt, sidearm. Crossing again. Olharan comes back for the rebote. Powerfully thrown, well placed. Better catch by Manu, lines it up right off the sidewall. Here's Olharan from the 9 line. Powerful forehand. That's a 3-wall play. Bueno's got to come back for it. Could not turn that rebote. Olharan and CRB, they're on the board. 1-1.
Reminder of the scoring in battle court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Bueno could not get out of the way of that serve. Landing in the service box. That scores for Olharan. It's an ace. 2-1 lead.
Manu's going to walk up, make sure he's okay, and say, get out of the way. If you're not going to catch the serve, don't. We have a few guys who like doing that.
Well, it ball goes right through their legs.
Yeah,
that just didn't work out for Bueno that time and almost paid the price.
It's just easier to stay away from the ball if you're not going to catch it. It's much easier. Yeah, he does.
Backhand up at the 9 line. Trying to get it past Manu. Good catch in the corner. CRB from the 12 line. Keeps it to the inside. What a catch. Manu just ripped it off the side wall. CRB back there at the 11. Keeps it to the inside. Bueno cuts it off. Hard backhand. This one passing. Olharan on the move. All he can do is lay it up. Bueno advancing. Stops it on the right side. Low and hard on the return. The scoop is missed. Cyclones tie it up. 2-2.
Olharan going for the scoop there. CRB probably in place. A little better communication. CRB did not call him off. Great play by Bueno.
Ball missed there by Bueno on the left side. Olharan and CRB pick up a quick third point. They lead. CRB there at the 11 line. Low running backhand. Bueno out of the way. Manu scooped it up. Robote coming out. Olharan on the right side on a knee. Turns it to the inside. Here's Manu. Forehand over the top. Looking for the big bounce up over Olharan. He goes up the wall and comes down with the ball. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Bueno now on the Robote. Save back to the inside. CRB advancing on it. Makes the catch in the air. Manu now between the 12 and 13. High and hard from the right side. Robote again. Dug out by Olharan. This one comes into the backcourt. Manu up on the left side. There's the backhand. Cut off by CRB. CRB puts it on the wall. Better catch by Manu. Powerful backhand again. Dropping a little low. Died off the front wall. Here's Olharan trying to get this one to pass. Manu in the corner. No fear. Pulls it off the wall. Backhand there by CRB. Coming up the middle. Bueno now has it on the forehand. High and hard to CRB. His backhand dropping a little low. Manu runs around it. Turns the Robote to the outside. That lands outside the court. 4-2 advantage for the Devils.
Manu is just spot on catching beautifully here in this back corner. Still playing. Most of the ball's back here to CRB on the Devils. Olharan definitely getting a little bit more involved.
Fault underserve. Second serve coming up. Ball tipped by CRB, reaching there on the inside. Quick point for Bueno and Manu. They cut the deficit to 1. They serve.
That ball was coming out, and Jairo, I think, giving Olharan a piece of information. Look, call him off. If you're going to go for the boat, call him off. Even if it seems obvious that it's going to come to you, call him off.
Nicely placed serve by Bueno. CRB from the backcourt puts it inside. Robote, not a lot on it. Manu keeps it inside. Olharan, good catch low. Backhand. Rifle. Wall to wall. Bueno backpedals quickly. Just does get out there. Turns it to pass. Olharan lays it up. Big bouncer. Manu going up for it. Controls it there at the 9. Forehand placed to the inside. CRB had it for a moment and just couldn't control it. 4-4 is the score. Bueno and Manu serve. Olharan caught the serve quickly into the drop shot. Good read by Bueno. His drop shot return is dropped in the pad, and the pad is bad. Olharan and CRB lead at 5-4. They have a possible set point.
Bueno sensed that he was going to have to throw that really, really well in order to keep it away from Olharan. Just threw it into the pad.
Good stop overhead there by Olharan. Keeps it to the inside, wall to wall. Bueno backpedals quickly again. Up at the 3 line, turns it off the side wall. What a reaction by Olharan to cut it off. Manu thought about it, gets out of the way. Bueno turns the rebote. Olharan reaching up high, up at the 8 line. Big backhand, stopped by Manu. Forehand played back to the inside. CRB up at the 10. Backhand. There's Manu. CRB reaches in for another one. This one coming a little deeper. Manu back up at the 13 line. Manu backhand right on the wall. Olharan thought about it, gets out there, plays the rebote on the back end. Manu up at the 10 line. Forehand over the top. That's crossing. CRB all alone. He picks it off. Backhand to the inside. Here's Bueno now. Bueno lobs this one up. Big backhand. Olharan backpedals quickly, drops it above the pad. Manu, middle of the court from the 10 line, low runner. Olharan gets back in there. Bueno now, good play up in the front court. Backhand riding the sidewall, coming out to the rebote. Olharan digs it out. Big bounce, floating. What control by Manu on the sidewall. My, oh my. Backhand, low runner, picked off there by Olharan. Olharan, a drop shot, got the first bounce, and the second will score for the set. Olharan and CRB close it out, 6-4. Minute and a half on the board. We'll come back and play set number 2.
One of the things that we talk about regularly here at Magic City whenever we have new players join the program, which is usually once a year, is how long will it take them to make the adjustment from the traditional long court highlight. Consistently, when we're talking about players like Iturbide, Goanaga, these players that are on other teams, we're talking about an adjustment period that takes place over the course of months, or in some cases, 2 seasons. Like for Iturbide, it took him, it's really the second season that he's really started to play really well there for the Chargers. Olharan adjusted in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was
about 3 weeks, where his court positioning, meaning the way he moved to the ball, was excellent. His defensive plays have been tremendous. He's adjusted more quickly than anyone else we've introduced to the court here at Magic City.
He started off well in singles, defeating Inaki. Then that second match against Zuleika. I mean, 3 in a row in singles to begin, and just as aggressive as they come up in the front. There's the drop shot to the inside. Look at Manu. Just couldn't get up there in time. We saw Olharan with that little wooden hammer thing. What was he doing over there, Stu?
So at the base of the cesta are
Okay.
little pegs at the very end of it.
Sure.
And there's no metal in there. There's no metal in there. So you see Manu doing it basically right there. They will come loose, and it doesn't affect the integrity of this cesta, but every one of the ribs ends right there. So literally he's hitting in, he's tightening every one of the ribs that go all the way from his hand to the tip of the cesta.
Okay. Yeah.
By putting those pegs in a little bit tighter that just come loose through the catching and throwing and catching and throwing, catching and throwing of the cesta.
It's like fine-tuning the cesta, if you will. Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you literally, almost,
if they fall out, the cesta can have a little too much give.
Easier to catch, but not easier to throw, I would guess.
Definitely.
There's the serve. We begin set number 2. Backhand by CRB. Play to the inside. Manu lines it up right off the side wall. CRB now into the backcourt. Keeps this one inside. Bueno reaching up. It's the forehanded drop between them. Olharan on the back end. Digs it out. Manu. Drops the forehand back over the top. CRB back beyond the 12 line. High and hard and passing. Nice throw there by CRB. Bueno does the same on the right side, rebote. Olharan, this stays to the inside. Ball kicks up. Manu at the 11 settles. Back over the top. CRB on the hop. Juggled it. Good effort, though. Juggling was the call. Bueno and Manu get on the board first. Our second set.
CRB was hopping. When you have both feet off the ground, it's difficult to settle the ball in your cesta.
Over serve, second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ooh, the backhand by CRB got away from him. That's up in the overhead screen. 2 points now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, the unforced errors there for juggling can really happen to anybody, especially if they're out of position. But we can certainly strive to keep that ball away from the overhead screen.
Over serve. Second serve coming up. Well placed serve there by Bueno. CRB handles in the backcourt. Keeps it to the inside. Here's Manu. Ball tipped. 3 points for the Cyclones.
Not CRB's best day of catching. Been solid here in the backcourt and clearly playing with 2 players absolutely at the top of the sport. CRB has only been playing since 2019.
CRB has that serve on the left side, low running backhand. Here's Manu, handles it low on the left side, backhand, crossing the sidewall. CRB pulls it in. Manu now from the 11 line, backhand to the inside. CRB's got another. Big forehand there by Bueno. CRB steps out of the way. That's on the wall. What a creative save by Olharan. Just flicked it over his head. Big forehand, 3-wall play. Olharan tracks it down, rips it on the rebote. Better catch by Manu. CRB back in the corner. This one opens up off the sidewall. Manu on the forehand. Olharan reaching in to scoop it up, just tipped it. 4 straight for the Cyclones to open up set 2. CRB from the left side. There's the low runner. Manu couldn't get there in the air. Has the rebote on the back end. Comes out to the middle of the court. Costado 2-wall is too low. 5 points for the Cyclones. Bueno and Manu looking to take this match into a 3rd set.
I believe that that's the first 2-all that Olharan's gone for.
Yes.
Been staying away from them for the most part.
CRB on the left side. Nice control on the backhand. Here's Manu. Forehand well placed to the inside. CRB has it. Backhand dropping low. Manu gets up there in the air at the 10 line. Just out of reach of Olharan. Here's CRB from the backcourt. Puts it on the wall. What a scoop by Manu. Backhand passes. CRB out of the way. Olharan forehand rebote. Manu runs under another one. There's a powerful backhand. CRB reaching up there in the corner. Manu again back over the top to the inside. CRB controls another. Forehand played inside. Manu from the 11. Hard throw back over the top. Here's Olharan, runs around it, has it on the forehand. He goes over the top, well placed, and it scores. Devils on the board here. Set 2, still a possible set point for the Cyclone.
There'll be no shutout. Olharan putting that ball back to the inside from the forehand. Manu with an uncharacteristically difficult catch and a miss there at the side wall.
What a catch. Manu just ripped it off the sidewall. Backhand, dropped in the corner. Rebote forehand. Manu now runs around it, digs it out. It's a 2-all with a big bounce. Olharan controls it on the outside. Low and hard, and it scores. 2 straight.
Tremendous play by Manu, landing that 2-all. Olharan stopping it beautifully at the outside. Just so powerful from the right side. Very well done.
Olharan reaching up at the 10 line. Powerful return. Manu not going to let that one pass. Catches it back beyond the 13 line. This one drops in the corner. Olharan over the top, and that's in the pad. Point and set. Bueno and Manu come back, take set 2, 6-2. We have a third set coming up in just a minute and a half.
You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing the second of 6 scheduled matches. First match went on for almost an hour. Just tremendous play by Jairo, Urbieta, Ikeda, and Lopez, finishing in the direction of the Devils. Have a split set situation here. Olharan CRB winning the first set for the Devils. Second set going the direction of Bueno and Manu. About 30 seconds will come out and play a third and decisive set. There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. You see Bueno to the right of your screen, his partner Manu there on the left.
Yeah, CRB coming undone there a little bit in set 2. Manu a little bit more aggressive, and you see that scoreline 6-2. A big reason why.
Have CRB, who just been playing so well in the backcourt. They've obviously been working on him very hard.
There's the serve. Our third set is underway. Backhand to the inside. This one dropping in the corner. Olharan digs out the rebote, puts it inside. Here's Manu. Great catch off the sidewall. Here's a low running backhand. CRB reaching up, makes the play. Ball tipped in the corner. Well play shot by the Cyclones. They're on the board first in our third and decisive set.
Cyclones are basically going to sit here and just really work CRB here in the backcourt.
One back to the inside. Manu runs under it. Backhand stopped in the air by CRB. That one's coming in fast. Manu now reaching low, slows it down, lobs the backhand into the corner. On the wall, Olharan makes the save. Manu backing up, takes it in at the 11 line. Forehand thrown over the top. On the wall, what a scoop. Olharan ripped it off the numbers. Bueno on the rebote, that's a nice save, just flicks it up. Here's Olharan, backhand, passing again. Just launch wall to wall. Bueno gets out there, rebote turned. Nice control, dropping low. Olharan's got another one. Wow. Back into the corner and passing. Manu now going out for the rebote. Olharan handles low, backhand, gun shooting off the back wall. Bueno turns another one. This one comes up the middle, CRB from the 11 line. Plays it inside, Manu now. That is on the wall, CRB controls it up on the right side. Bueno reaching low up at the 7, there's a backhand. Rebote comes shooting out. Olharan digs out another one, this opens up outside, Manu. Forehand back over the top, safely done. Out of the reach of CRB, wow, maybe not. He caught it up high on the left side. That one missed in the backcourt. Great effort first time around. That's a point, though, to the Cyclones. They lead 2-0.
What a catch CRB made back here in that corner. That was just absolutely tremendous. I realized they did drop the last one, but I think we're going to see. Do we have a replay coming up?
I think you're seeing it right here. Look at the way this crosses and kicks up CRB.
Look at the control.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
No
Olharan picks it. Done. Stopped on the outside by Bueno. His return picked off the floor by CRB. What a play. And it scores on the return.
That was quite a high energy point that we just saw there. That was fantastic.
Olharan and CRB are on the board. Bueno out of the way. That serve, good catch by Manu in the corner. Backhand, this one just out of reach. Not a lot on that rebote. Olharan turns it to pass, though. What an effort on that rebote. Olharan, left side, straight to the inside. Manu scooped it up. Backhand from the 11 line. Low runner just out of reach. CRB handles in the corner. Bueno cuts it off. Backhand opens up to the outside. Olharan, aggressive call off. Keeps it to the inside. Manu's got another one. Backhand dropped in there. Left side by CRB. Here's Manu now from the 11 line. Hard throw. This one kicking up and out. Rebote turn to the outside. Bueno stays there, caught it in the air. Forehand back inside. Catches three walls. Olharan in perfect position, keeps it going. Manu now over the top. What a scoop by Olharan at the 9 line. Manu has it up overhead at the 11, looking for the Pika. Stays inside. Another good catch by Olharan. Manu has it in the air. There's a backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall. Olharan plays it over the top. This one kicking way up. CRB, good control again, this time on the right side. Bueno looking to cut it off. He does. Backhand out of reach of CRB. Olharan on the rebote, straight outside. What a scoop by Bueno. Bueno low and hard on the return. CRB has it before the second bounce. Leaping grab by Manu up there at the 10 line. Just slows it down. CRB standing in the corner. Puts it inside. There's Manu. Olharan just flicks it up. Manu again on the right side. Outside placement. Out of reach and scoring. What a shot from the backcourt. Manu and Bueno lead it 3-1.
That was just so beautifully executed by Manu to the outside. Here we see him outside placement. He sees where his opponents are standing, throws it where they're not.
CRB just does get up to that serve. Good control, backhand, handled by Manu. Rebote forehand. Olharan plays it inside. Here's Bueno coming cross court to cut it off. Other rebote, played back over the top. Manu backing up, has it on the right side. Manu again, over the top, looking for the big bounce up over CRB. Good catch in the corner. Sidearm forehand. Bueno's there to cut it off up at the 7 line. Delivers another backhand. Stopped by CRB. CRB the low runner. Manu up there to scoop it up. Manu, nice catch right off the sidewall. Lobs the backhand up into the corner. Not a lot on that. Rebote. Olharan lays it up. Low running backhand. CRB out of the way. Just does avoid the ball. Back to Manu here, middle of the court. On the forehand, hard to the inside, and it scores. 4-1 lead.
It looked like Olharan was going to go in there and basically take a stab at it, but he was aware of how deep in the court he was. That's one of the times where I'll suggest that the front quarter, in this case, just go for it.
CRB up there on the left side. The backhand got away. That's up in the overhead screen.
CRB trying to get the ball back, but just sending it to the overhead screen. Unforced errors really plaguing CRB here.
5-1 lead. Cyclones of a possible match point. Soft touch on the backhand by CRB. Comes out to the middle of the court. Manu over the top. Well placed to the inside. CRB handles. Backhand opens up. Manu scooped it up. Manu up at the 9 line now. Forehand. Just out of reach of Olharan. CRB back in there. Backhand passes. Calls for Bueno to take it. He lines up the rebote. Pushed it to the outside. No play for Olharan, but he lines it up on the backhand. Soft touch. Manu gets up there. Backhand blasted into the corner. CRB makes a good catch. Off the backhand, just above the pad. On the wall, Manu pulls it. Right in the corner. Olharan quick turn on the rebote. Manu backing up. Takes it in at the 12 line. Outside placement. Got him going the other way, and it scores for the win. What a way to end it. Bueno and Manu take it in 3 sets, winning the final 2, 6-2, 6-1. Boy, Manu just took over that match in the second half, Stu. Showing a little offense as well, particularly in that 3rd set. And the Cyclones tie up the game day, 1.5 points per team. Take a look at that game day scoreboard. All tied up there, 1.5 points per team. So currently we have the Devils holding on to the 4th and final playoff spot coming into today. The Cyclones and Devils were tied up on possible points remaining, so that is a live look at where these two teams stand. 13 points separating them, but with still, I mean, including today's game day, there'll be almost three full game days left. A lot of time for the Cyclones to close the gap and potentially get back into the mix. They're going to need to keep playing like Bueno and Manu just did. Lopez and Flores coming up next. But we're going to hear from our winners, Bueno and Manu of the Cyclones. Another great season for this doubles team. Here they are.
All right, Bueno, Manu, congratulations on winning that match. You guys have won 4 out of the last 5 matches. What has led to this great stretch?
Manu's a great player. You know, he speaks to me good on the court. You know, letting me know what balls he has a good look at, so I don't go and get in his way. You know, pretty much the strategy was, if he has a good look at it on the right side, man, let him get it on the right side. You know, because that's better than anything I could do on the left side. You know, opens up the court, and pretty much we were lucky enough to execute.
And then, guys, I have to ask, you guys are drenched in sweat. We were talking about it right before the injury. How do you guys maintain your stamina through such a long and hard match?
I mean, I played sports growing up, and, you know, team sports, you always play for the guy standing next to you. So, you know, like, you know, this guy, especially making great plays after great plays, it's kind of like, you know, you can't even let being tired, that doesn't even come to mind. I'm playing, you know, I can't let my team down.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you. Go Clones.